must be Tommy. The girl called Canaan spoke fairly fluent Japanese. Tommy nodded in response. Yes, that's me. And you're Canaan, right? How did you know my name? Did Maria tell you? Yes. She told me about this amazing girl from overseas she made friends with. Oh. A thin smile crossed Canaan's lips at the word amazing. So they get their friends. The look grew sad. Poor Maria. It's my fault that she was abducted. What? Achi and Tommy gasped in unison. That's why I have to rescue her, Canaan added. Hold on a second, Tommy said. What do you mean it's your fault? Canaan replied by jerking her chin in the direction of the main road. Better head that way, she said softly. Someone's coming. And Tommy didn't back down. Please tell me, why was my sister kidnapped? Several sets of footsteps echoed down the alley. They could see figures approaching now by the looks of them. Accomplices of the man Canaan had taken down earlier. You two get out of here, she warned. I'll handle this. She stepped out in front of Achi and Tommy, moving with such confidence. It didn't doubt she could handle the threat. Come to the GiGO building at 3 o'clock, she added quietly, never taking her eyes off the advancing syndicate members. Huh? Tommy squeaked. I'll explain everything then. The criminals broke into a run. Come on, Tommy, let's go, Achi hissed. He took her by the hand and bolted from the alleyway. They didn't slow their pace until they put plenty of distance between themselves and the alleyway. Canaan said this was her fault. What could she have meant by that? The hard run hadn't made Tommy forget the other girl's starting suggestion. Well, she said she'll meet up with us again later, Achi said. We can ask her more about it then. In the meantime, an ache in his belly had made Achi realize he'd been running all day and hadn't eaten since the morning. People on a diet need to be careful about skipping meals. Going too long without proper nourishment can cause the body to store up its energy reserves, leading to weight gain instead of loss. Proper eating habits and proper exercise are key. It's not the best timing, but do you want to get some food? I'll be okay. Tommy's face was racked with emotion. It's only natural, she thought. Not only was she afraid of her sister's life, but there were all these people out to kill her too. With this Canaan girl suddenly showing up, the situation was more confusing than ever. Still, they might as well address the few problems they could control. There was a fast food joint nearby. Let's go in there, Achi said. You might not be hungry, but you should still make sure you stay hydrated. Tommy shook her head, but her wan face practically radiated exhaustion. Come on, we should rest up a little. But there's no rush. If we're going to meet up with Canaan later, it's probably best if we don't just wander aimlessly until then. Never know who we might run into. Guess you're right. The two went into the fast food restaurant together. Sweden. Welcome, said the girl at the register with a bright smile. May I take your order? I have the spaghetti with meat sauce. How about you, Tommy? Spaghetti with the sauce made from tomatoes and ground meat. Also known as spaghetti bolognese, if you want to sound more Italian. Like Napolitan spaghetti flavored with ketchup, it is a perennial favorite of Japanese children. Frozen packages at the supermarket for around 20 yen a pop make for a simple and decently tasty microwavable meal. It's also easy on the wallet. Let's have a nice tea. Hey, now you should probably eat at least a little something. Okay, then. I'll have a strawberry parfait. A dessert of strawberries topped with ice cream and whipped cream. Tommy has been so worried about her sister that she hasn't eaten anything since last night, but being with Achi has calmed her nerves a little and her appetite has returned. Perhaps her reflexive order of a strawberry parfait is a sign that she's not only hungry, but also still a little girl with a sweet tooth at heart. Sounded a little embarrassed to be ordering a dessert. So yeah, said Achi. One spaghetti and meat sauce and a strawberry parfait, please. Coming right up. Cashier promptly sampled their meal and set it out on a tray. We've got a special contest going on right now, she said. Please check it out if you're interested. The girl handed Achi a flyer. It read, Iron Stomach Eating Contest. Eat 1,000 scoops of ice cream and win 10 million yen. 1,000 scoops? Gosh. Is there no time limit? A competitive eating event held by this establishment, backed by Sun TV, the competition has been shared with the entire country over the internet. Many contestants have entered for a shot at the 10 million yen prize, but so far no one has been able to complete the eating challenge. Due to the large number of competitors who suffer from gastrointestinal distress as a result of their efforts, roughly 30 portable toilets have been set up outside the restaurant. What the heck? Achi stared at the flyer as he took a seat at an open table. 1,000 scoops? That's impossible. Let's hurry up and eat. As Achi stuffed his face with spaghetti, he thought back to their encounter with Canaan. The girl had helped them out, sure, but could they really trust her completely? I know who can do that. Ooh. It might be dangerous to meet up with her again. Still, Tommy needed to know more about what had happened to Maria. And Canaan obviously knew something about that. It looked like they'd need to take that risk. My sister really is amazing. Huh? Tommy's quiet words drew Achi from his ruminations. He paused with a fork full of spaghetti halfway to his mouth. My sister met Canaan while she was on a trip to the Middle East with my father. Tommy nibbled at her buffet looking lonesome. Cool, but how does that in particular make your sister amazing? It's typical of her is all. She's so dynamic and gung-ho about things. Tommy explained, her gaze turned inward. It was just my father and sister who took that trip to the Middle East. I didn't go with them. You didn't? I guess my mental image of that part of the world is mostly that it's really dangerous. To me, going there seemed like a huge risk, and Maria didn't see it that way. My sister sounds like a bit of a loose cannon. If you can't bring yourself to take risks, to do things, Tommy continued, you can't meet new people and have new experiences. That's the part I always get hung up on, the risk. I'd never be able to make a friend like Canaan. Achi's mind wandered as he listened to Tommy talk. She and her sister might be twins, but each of them was still unique. So what kind of person was Tommy's sister? He just wanted to sit there and listen to her voice. Wow. She and her sister might be twins, but each of them was still unique. Okay, I'm going to stop you right there, he said. He held up a hand to cut her off. Huh? Tommy's eyes went wide. Why are you comparing yourself to your sister? I mean, I don't know what it's like to be a twin, but can't you just be yourself? Professor Palmer said the same thing. And she didn't recognize the name. Oh, sorry. Leland Palmer. He's my university English professor. He's given me advice on a whole bunch of things. It sounded familiar, rather intimate. Lots of worrying images shot through Hachi's mind. So, how old is this teacher of yours? Huh? Around 40 or so, I guess? Great, Hachi thought to himself. Another middle-aged mad guy. Oh my god. His mind filled with another sequence of slightly more upsetting images. Oh hey, ain't that a Tomi Osawa? Oh wow, you're right, it totally is. College-aged couple sitting behind them were talking in hushed, excited tones. Man, she really is a cutie, the young man observed. He made no attempt to hide the fact he was looking at Tomi over. Hey, hold on, Master, said the girl. What gives? First-year student at Midoriyama Academy who works part-time as a delivery driver for Dogen Hut, a noodle shop on Dogenzaka. He's taking the day off work today in order to attempt a dry run of the Iron Stomach Eating competition, hoping to strike it rich while his girlfriend looks on. And now that he's eaten 2 parfaits, his stomach isn't feeling well and he's just gotten back from his 5th trip to the toilet. Well, I mean, she is Miss Midoriyama, right? Miss Midoriyama? Achi turned to the couple. Hey, did you just say she's Miss Midoriyama? Achi said nothing, but kept his ears tuned to the couple's conversation. Achi did his best to ignore the couple. Whatever they were talking about couldn't be that important. Achi said nothing, but kept his ears tuned to the couple's conversation. You sure that's her? Yes, totally is. No, it isn't. Isn't that Maria Osawa? Uh-huh, maybe. Either way, she's super cute. Hey now, Masa, what gives? A first-year student who works part-time. Does this do the same thing again? No, it does different. First student Midoriyama Academy who works part-time for Dogen Hut, a noodle shop on Dogenzaka, is just back from suffering in the restroom. His stomach rather upset from eating too much buffet. While doing his business there, he happened to spot a magazine in the wall rack. Flipping through nonchalantly, he came across a potential 100,000 yen scratch card inside. Seeing that it hadn't been scratched off, he continued trying for the prize, but then deciding that it was no time to press his luck, left the restroom without scratching it. Achi turned back to Tomi. Is that true? He asked, peering intently at her face. Well, yeah. She nodded with an awkward smile. Well, I mean, you are really cute and all, she said. Miss Midoriyama, well, I'll be. He nodded to himself as he took it all in. As Professor Palmer convinced me to enter that beauty contest, actually, Tommy said. Oh. Miss Midoriyama Contest and Midoriyama Academy is considered one of the top student beauty pageants in Japan. Pin-up shots of both Atomi and Maria have already graced the pages of several magazines. Talent agencies have also made attempts to scout them, but both girls declined, claiming that they entered the contest just for the memories. They have no interest in show business. Huh? Achi smiled, twisted up a little. He said if I really wanted to change myself, I should try entering. Achi maintained his outward composure, but inside his heart was racing. Tanaka and Palmer, which of them held Tomi's true affections? Or was she possibly leading on two middle-aged men at the same time? The more he thought about it, the worse his delusions became. What actually happened, though, is my sister and I both won the prize. Tomi's words snapped him out of his funk. She sounded disappointed. Huh? I gave out a double prize? Turns out my sister had entered that competition, too. She smiled a self-deprecating smile. Guess twins really do think alike, huh? Hey, double schmobble, you still won a prize, right? That's pretty impressive. Nah, they just picked me as an afterthought to my sister because twins sharing the prize made for a good hug line. She looked away sadly. Did they say they picked you as an afterthought? They didn't have to. It was obvious that my sister really won. You can't know that. Maybe she was the afterthought. Come on, you need to believe in yourself. Tommy just hung her head. But I'm such a terrible person. Suddenly your eyes welled up with tears. I hate myself so much. I can never forgive myself for what I did. Hey, whoa! Archie watched her with trepidation. She looked like she might start bawling at any moment. What's the matter? The night my sister was kidnapped, I was supposed to go to a college party with her. But then all of a sudden she told me not to go. I kept asking her why not, but she just kept insisting I couldn't. Tommy's face was bleak with regret. We both got mad and I wound up blowing up at her. That's gonna be hard to tell who's who. Okay, I get it. I don't need to go to the party. Fine, I just be your little tag-along anyway. It's like in that beauty contest. You couldn't just let me enter that by myself, could you? You always have to be the center of attention. Maria scowled. Fine. The party starts at 7 o'clock. Try not to forget, okay? I was kicking myself as soon as I told her off. My sister isn't the sort of person to tell me what to do or not to do. She must have had a reason for not wanting me to go. I was planning on apologizing to her after the party. But then she was abducted, right? As she polished off the last of his spaghetti, he sat down his fork and then wiped his mouth. Tell me, I get why you're trying so hard to save your sister, he said. Maybe I'm not as tough as that Canaan girl, but I'll stick with you to the end if you'll let me. He tried his best to convey an optimism he didn't really feel. Once we found her and she's safe and sound, you can tell her you're sorry about what you said. A long last, Tommy cracked a smile. A short while later, the two arrived outside the GiGO building. They were a little early for their 3 o'clock meetup with Canaan. I decided that searching at random for the blue minivan was too risky. Could easily draw the attention of the man with the cane or the foreign kidnappers. Getting information from Canaan seemed like the best next move. Oh hey Achi, said as they waited. You've got a little rip in your top. What are the odds of that? Sammy glanced at her shoulder and saw the tear in the fabric. Oh, you're right. When did that happen, I wonder? Must have snagged it on something while we were running, I guess. We got some time before Canaan gets here. Do you want to buy some new clothes? Huh? Are you sure that's a good idea? Well, what's the guy if we just stand around here waiting? Might as well head inside until it's time. As many celebrities did their shopping at GiGO, there were back entrances for times when the place was crowded. Everyone who frequented the old shopping district knew about them, including Achi and Hitomi. In a pinch, one of those back entrances could be an escape route. With this in mind, the two headed inside. Shibuya GiGO was an entertainment complex featuring a video arcade and fashion shops. At the time of this story, GiGO includes not only a fashion mall, but various amusements on its different levels. The second floor features all ages fun with rides, games, and sticker machines, while the third floor sports the latest arcade games with a core gamer. There's also a food court that offers things such as crepes, loaded takoyaki, octopus, dough balls. The ground floor and two basement levels of the building were designed as an amusement area outfitted with a ski ball, power cranes, fighting games, and the like. The second floor held a mix of photo booths and ladies' workshops. On the third floor were specialty fashion boutiques, and on the fourth were restaurants. Achi and Tomi took the escalator to the second floor. Tomi started heading for the shafts, but Achi stopped her. Hey, wait up. What's the matter? Dude hanging around a woman's clothing store is gonna stand out. I'll wait for you here. There seemed to be nobody but female customers around. The man with the cane or the kidnappers appeared. Achi figured he would spot them right away. It should be safe for Tomi to shop unknown for a short while. Alright, Tomi said. Try to make this quick. So we began to head out onto the sales floor. Ooh, a seedy-looking man poked out from beneath the door of a photo booth right at Tomi's feet. That was a close one, wasn't it, Tama? He said to her. I thought it was dead meat for sure. His tone was oddly cheerful considering what he was saying. Who's this guy? She asked. You know him? No, I don't. The sketchy fellow gave her an ingratiating look. Come on, Tama, don't be like that. Tommy took an anxious step back. Hey man, knock it off. She dragged the guy up to his feet. Okay, don't need to get all testy. Who is this guy, Tama? He's your boyfriend? Boyfriend? That might be one way to get rid of him. That's right. So how about you get lost? The bashful grin spread across Achi's face, I guess. Achi didn't want to give the wrong impression. No, it's nothing like that. No, it's something like that, Tommy said. Achi was going to be upfront about it, but she beat him to the punch. Somehow that kind of stung a little. What? So you're not her boyfriend? The guy flashed a broad grin. Hey, listen, you creep. Who the hell are you? Oh, me? So he suddenly blanched. Oh, crap. Tama, hold on to this for a bit, will ya? The widow shoved the worn-out magazine into Tomi's hands, then bolted off in a panic. What was that all about? Yeah, I wonder why he ran off like that. Achi and Tomi stared at one another. Well, anyway, Achi said, there are a lot of nut jobs out there, so just be careful, yeah? Okay, if anything happens, I'll give you a shout. Tomi flashed him an impish smile and scampered off onto the sales floor. As he watched her go, Achi muttered to himself, damn it, why does she have to be so cute? Oh, God. 5 minutes or more passed as Achi waited for Tomi. He stood by the escalator almost as if he were keeping guard. Female shoppers began to give him icy stares for being somewhere he probably shouldn't. This sucks. Come on, Tomi. Hurry up and get back here. The longer he waited, the more uncomfortable he felt. How long was she going to take? Then he happened to turn around to see Tomi riding the escalator up. Look, she had indeed bought some new clothes. Hey, Tomi! She didn't seem to hear him. She decided to shout a bit louder. He decided to go after her. Shout a bit louder. Hey, come on, wait up! Wait, shoot. Tomi stole a quick look back at him. Where are you going? He called. It's not safe for us to get too separated. Yet still, she continued her flight toward the upper floors. Did she not realize it was him or something? Achi hurried in pursuit. I think I chose the wrong one. Achi followed her, but by the time he reached the top, she was out of sight. It was the restaurant floor, so it was more open than the other levels. Floor designated solely for eateries. To believe this is the topmost floor of a mall building like GiGO. Those who head up here during morning hours will likely find the place deserted. GiGO's restaurant floor features a variety of different cuisines, including Chinese, Italian, creative Japanese food, sushi, tempura, and other delicacies from around the world. He hurriedly began to look around. As he wandered, he bumped into a man talking on his cell phone. Sorry, my bad. She held up a hand in apology, but the man was too engrossed in his conversation to notice. No, you're not getting it. The lock was undone, too. The man startled Achi by suddenly shouting into his phone. Did you consider the risk of it getting out? Whatever this guy was talking about, he sure was angry with whoever was on the other end. Look, I'll figure out what to do about the minivan. You just handle things on your end. Minivan? Achi's interest was piqued, but he needed to find a Tomy before he let anything distract him. As he scoured the 4th floor, he came across a Chinese buffet and noticed the large window on its outer walls. You could see a lot of Shibuya through those windows. Maybe Tomy had decided to look for the minivan from up here. One of the restaurant employees came rushing up as Achi headed inside. Sir, I'm sorry, she said. Sir, you have to forgive the inconvenience. We're not open to the public, not right now. Not at the moment, I mean. The employee's voice was oddly subdued for some reason. Masai Takai, a part-time staffer at Imabiki Chinese restaurant, her boss chewed her out pretty bad for showing up at work with her nails manicured black. She was ordered to go to the restroom and scrub them clean, but no amount of nail polish remover was able to do the trick, and so she's been dealing with her boss wrath all day long. What the hell? Why not? She asked. Well, you see, one of our other customers ate all of our food. They ate all of it? Looking around, Achi saw a chubby young woman camped out at a table at one of the windows. Set out before her was a veritable mountain of plates. What I'm trying to say, sir, is that we're closed for the rest of the day. Oh, but I'm with her, actually, Achi lied. Without waiting for a reply, he barged into the restaurant. He took a quick look around, but there was no sign of a Tomy. God dang. Before leaving, though, he figured he'd at least take a look out the windows. The huge glass panes looked out onto Dogonzaka. He had a decent view of the roads, but he didn't spot a blue minivan. Achi dropped his gaze to the sidewalk outside the building. Ah, crap. Oh. Let out a tiny gasp. Even from stories up, there was no mistaking what he saw. A group of black-clad foreign men had gathered outside the building. Had they figured out that he and Tomy were inside? You needed to find her and fast. He raced out of the restaurant and left for trouble. Spout. Alright, did I screw up Maria's thing? I almost went called the Tama. Kind of a habit now.